Good morning, leaders and representatives and beauty bosses. Today we're doing our meeting, campaign planning meeting, and I'm sorry that it's not live because Michelle is stuck in a snowstorm in Maine, but I think she is getting home tonight. So I'm just going to record this. Hopefully, you can have some ideas that you'll run with and use. Um, or share with your team. So I'm told I'm supposed to talk about sharing, wearing, sampling, influencing, and partnering on campaign 6, which is coming up. So I'll probably mix share, wear, and sample together because I'm usually good at that instead of breaking it all down. Um, as far as sharing goes, I think you should share your successes and your excitement, your favorite product, your featured product with all your friends and family. I know one of mine that's been one of mine for a long, long time is the restructuring pads. This is something I talk about a lot. To have really good skin, you have to slough off that dead area. And you can sample these as well as share them. They come in little pads like this, bumpy on one side, smooth on the other. You use the bumpy side. It's full of glycolic acid. It says not to scrub, but I do. I'm a rebel that way, I guess, with about anything. But I do it at night, and your skin does turn a little bit red, but that's just the glycolic acid in it. These are fabulous. So you can sample those by just putting one in a little baggie, one or two, carry them around with you. Um, and this is on sale in campaign 6. So that is a good thing to sample. Another thing in campaign 6 that is just fabulous is the Aspira, the Ho Boost system. When this first came out, we sold it for $126 was the Ho system. Now it's $99. And with that, you get your ideal cleanse, your hunger block, your metabolism boost, and your shakes. And what time of year is it? It's January. And what do people do in January? They join all the gyms because they want to lose weight, they want to get healthy. So, what a way. Sell our Aspira. I mean, the ideal 3-day cleanse, the hunger block, metabolism, and their choice of shakes. You can't hardly beat that. And now, on top of that, we've got hydration. I am like hooked on this, and I think it deserves another shout out to Brandy because, as far as I was concerned, I think that was the greatest idea I heard in 2018. She likes these, and she's kind of finicky about stuff, but she really likes these. And these go into a regular 8-ounce bottle of water. So she puts 2 or 3 different flavors in bottles of water, puts them in a little cooler, carries around a little bathroom cups or little cups like that when she delivers, and pours some in there and has everybody sample them. And she sells them every time she goes out. Another thing that you can do is sell one of these for $1. I mean, that's no different than what they do in the grocery stores, a single serve. So that's just something to, if maybe you didn't like the protein power shake for some reason, I guarantee you will love these. Um, let's see, what else? The new year. Okay, again, it's January. What's a good thing to do? We all have makeup drawers that are full of old products, from makeup to skincare to mascara, lipsticks, all of that. And so do all of your clients and customers. So, a good thing to do in January is offer $1 off for a trade in. You'll give them $1 off a product if they bring a trade in from another company. Like if they had Lancome lipstick or Mary Kay mascara, have them bring that to you and you give them $1 off of one of ours that they choose. That's always a fun thing to do in January. Another thing that's coming out, I think this is coming out in campaign 7, but I am so in love with it I can't see straight, is our new serum, the ultimate with the serum. I've been using this now for a little while. And I mean, look at it. Is that not beautiful? Sleek. I just love the packaging in this. But this is something that I sample as well. And I promise you, if you get anyone to sample this, you will sell it. They will immediately see a difference on one hand and they will feel a difference. I mean, this stuff I'd like to take a bath in. So when it comes out, just one little squirt, and you can see it comes out mixed with the serum and the oil, and you just mix it up. This is a treatment, so you would put this on a clean face first, because this actually penetrates down layers of your skin. And it has Moroccan oil, and it has chamomile oil, and we have the black pearl extract, which, we did have the black pearl moisturizer before. But this, you put this on first, you let it dry like with any treatment, and then you put your moisturizer on top. Because moisturizers just sit on your skin and plump it. But treatments, they penetrate. So, and I'm telling you, I could take a bath in this. That's how much I love this new product, for sure. So, another thing to do is always keep your what's new, because they are a treasure trove of information. Some things, I take the page out and I laminate it even, because it's just that much information on it. Like on here, it tells you exactly how to use it, what to use it with, and it does, mention to use the eye cream. I always tell people, do not use your regular moisture on your face, because moisturizers plump the skin and you don't want plumpy eyes. So always use an eye-specific cream for your eyes. Okay, so now we're still into sampling, right? Okay, another thing that I do, when you wear cologne, which I wear, I don't get out of bed without putting perfume or cologne on every day. I'm a real smelly kind of person like that. And right now my favorite is Prima Nora and Far Away Go. Those are two that I use all the time, because I get compliments. Not only do I like it, but somebody else say, oh my God, you smell so good. What is that? So as far as samples go, that's probably one of the only samples that I buy is the perfume that I wear. And inside, I put all of my information. Now, you can get these from Town and Country. I think you get about 1,000 of them for $16, and I put that on all the products I have. They're hot pink, and they are labeled to reorder this product. Because if you just give a sample away, then you're just giving a sample away if you don't have their name and number, or they don't have yours. Samples, I think, are expensive. And to me, I think it's much easier to buy one full-size product, carry this around with you. I can do 100 hands with this, and it just costs me one product. The same thing with the retexturing pads. Same thing with perfume, because we sell a lot of perfumes, and it would cost a fortune to have all of those samples. If you have one that you really like, you can take a bag of cotton balls and just spray the perfume in it heavy, and then seal that up and carry that with you. That way they can smell in the bag. You can give them a cotton ball. They can rub it on them. It's the same thing as a sample, only so much cheaper. So another thing to do with sampling and sharing is, if you've got a customer or a friend that you trust, and you can ask them to be a product tester for you. In other words, get this product in their hands. Because whether we wear makeup or not, we all use skincare, right? Or we should, for certain. And usually I always go back to basics. I'm not one that's fond of 50 new products at once. I use my Ultimate. I have my day and night with that, and I use the moisturizers, and now I'm using this because I absolutely love it. But ask them, so I really need a tester, a product tester. I will let you have this for 2 weeks. You use it every day and night like you're supposed to, and then at the end, write feedback. Like, just say you love it because of this, or you hate it because of this, or just something, and have them give it to you in writing. Because think about it, if you had 10 customers who adore this and they write you out feedback, and somebody else says, well, what's that like? What do you think? You can pull that right out and say, well, here's 10 customers who absolutely are crazy about it, right? Those are powerful, to have people's feedback. And then you can tell them at the end, you'll give them a 10% discount off of it, and 10% off the moisturizers that go with it, just for doing the test. Or if for some reason she doesn't like it, she can hand it back to you. You can get credit and just use the remainder for a sample. So product testers, I think, are fun. They help people try products without maybe they couldn't afford it that week, but they really wanted to try it. It's the same thing with, have somebody go sell 5 and they get theirs free, all kinds of things like that. Um, Now, I guess the next thing I'm supposed to talk about is influence. I know it's kind of funny on here because I keep waiting for somebody to say something because that's how we usually do meetings. They're live and I'm just here by myself. And as far as wearing things, you can always wear fashion. You can wear our earrings, all of that kind of thing, the makeup, eyeshadows, all of that. As far as influencing goes, when I think about influencing, I think back when leadership checks were actual checks, and I used to carry a ring of my checks around with me when I was doing interviews, or I'd set up at Starbucks or somewhere to get people to join, because money speaks. I mean, when you can show somebody a $2,500 bonus check, or you can show them, a $1,500 every 2 week check, something like that, that's powerful in itself. But you can also say, I know Kathy and Scott went to the Bahamas, and that's powerful when you can say, Avon sent me on a trip. And us leaders, we go to trips usually twice a year. So that's influencing. The other thing about influencing in my head is our appearance. Everything that we do every day, the things that we say, how we look, what we wear, is all an influence about our business. It all, if I see people, let's say, in pajama bottoms, and they're trying to sell me something, it just kind of really turns me off. You know what I mean? To me, I think if you go out, you should have your hair done. If you wear makeup, you should have your makeup on. I mean, you should just look professional. That is the best way to get customers and the best way to recruit customers. I know on my team, I always tell them there's a lot of Avon representatives out there, and you want to be the Jaguar. You don't want to be the broken down truck, because your appearance is what attracts other people. And if you run around in pajama bottoms or blue jeans, then that's the kind of people you're going to attract. But if you want professional people, then you got to look professional, and that will be the people that you attract. And the cool thing I think about being in business for yourself is you get to work with the people you want to work with. Now, you may have some on your team and that maybe you're not the fondest of, or you just maybe don't want to work with them as much as you do other people because they're more like you. And normally those kind of people kind of fall off because they go somewhere else. But you get to work with the people that you want to work with, and I think that's a good thing. Um, Partnering, I think that's the last key to this. Um, Jamaica. I mean, everybody wants to go to Jamaica, and this is a trip I think that a lot of people will be able to earn, from your personal sales, from online sales. So you want to talk about that to your customers and your friends, family. Tell them you're working very hard because you want this Jamaica trip, but you need their help to help you get there. We can do online orders. They do those with emails. So if you have a brother, a sister, a cousin, whatever, get their email address, and you can set them up account and do a $50 order. That way you can have that sent to their house. Um, and you earn, I think, double dollars for all of that now until RepFest. So partner with that. Another thing that you can do is customer appreciation, where you can partner with businesses. Um, you can get you a basket together that has lots of samples and brochures, and you go into a business and say, "Hi, I'm Diane Sims. I'm with Avon, and Avon is having a customer appreciation today." That makes it really like it's not your fault you're there. It's Avon's fault because they told you to do this, right? It just makes it a little bit easier when you say Avon's having a customer appreciation today. So how many people are in the office? I want to make sure that have samples for everyone and a brochure for everyone. And nobody usually ever turns that down. So you leave that, and most businesses will have a business card, and you can take that and ask the girl sitting there, is this a number that I should call to check to see if anyone needs anything, or should I call and ask for you? That's a question. That's not just a yes, no question. They have to answer that. And then just like doing neighborhoods or apartment complexes, you still want to go back to that business about 4 times because they want to know that you're really the real thing, that you're going to stay and take care of them, not just a one brochure wonder, you know? So that's a good thing to do. Kathy, my bronze leader, something else that she does, she partners with H&R Block in her neighborhood, and she goes in and gets their material and puts it with her material, and then she's able to sit up there and hand out information, because she's doing them a favor and they're doing her a favor. To me, I always think when you can pick and choose the day, the weather, the time for you to do something, to me, that's so much more successful than doing an event 9 months down the road and you don't know what the weather's going to be like. I mean, if you get you a little TV table, you can go to your grocery store, your drugstore in the summertime and set that out, or maybe they'll let you set it up inside apartment complexes on rent day when everybody's going there to pay you rent. And you can tell them you're not selling anything, you're just doing customer appreciation, where you have brochures and samples and you're just giving that away and collecting names, and numbers so you can get back with them. Now that we can text brochure static links, we can put them on email, we can do it on our business pages. It's real easy that if they just give you your telephone number, name and telephone number, then you can text them a new brochure every time you get one and check on them at the same time, and they'll have your number as well as you have theirs. So that's something good, I think, to partner with. And the other thing, when I think about partnering, I think about my demo book. There is a treasure trove of information in every one of these. And I mean, it's just right at your disposal. And when you're talking to customers and they want to know what the serum is, or what the oil is, or what is black Tahitian pearl, if you say, this is what it is, you sound smart, you sound knowledgeable, they are really impressed with that. And this really is your training book because it has all the information that you could ever want. So you want to keep up with these. Excuse me. And sometimes I even take pages out and I laminate them and put them in a folder or right on my desk in a file so I have my hands on it. If anybody asks me a question, I can go right to it. The other thing that's pretty awesome is the special, on the serum, the ultimate. If you can take advantage of this, do so, especially if you can get one in your hands right now to start pre-sales. If you can't afford this, do not buy it. I'm not one to tell you to buy something if you cannot afford it, because that's just not a win-win situation. Buy one and go around and get the orders for them and the money for them and then take advantage of it. But to me, partnering with your demo book, your friends, family, neighbors, that's where it's at. I mean, when you sound smart and you know what you're talking about, people want to join your team. They want to be like you and do like you. So always be your best. And I guess really that kind of ends this. I know I say all the time on my team page that make today count because you'll not get it back again. So have a great evening. Have a great campaign 6. If you have any questions, you can always get hold of me on the Amazing Blessings team page on Facebook, or you can give me a buzz. Thanks. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.